Hello there, welcome to our channel. Today we will show you a collection of unique lamps. So, watch the video until the end to see these beautiful ideas and get inspiration. We post furniture, decor, and craft ideas videos on daily basis. Lamps have long been more than mere instruments of bringing light into darkness. They are storytellers, anchors of atmosphere, and markers of personal taste. A unique lamp does not simply perform a function, it asserts a presence. Whether crafted from repurposed industrial parts, blown glass, reclaimed wood, or unexpected textiles, these objects alter a room's mood and communicate an aesthetic philosophy. They can be whimsical or solemn, sculptural or minimalist, playful or meditative. In every case, a distinctive lamp starts a conversation about material, form, and the relationship between utility and art. Consider the lamp made from a cluster of brass spoons polished to a mirror sheen. Up close, the spoons reflect fragments of the room in a tessellated pattern. From a distance, they coalesce into a shimmering form that appears to ripple when one walks by. Light emanating from such a fixture bypasses the predictability of a single bulb's beam. Instead, it scatters in unexpected directions, casting delicate patterns and lending breakfast rooms or entry halls an air of cultivated informality. The tactile familiarity of spoons recontextualized into a lighting object also invites a kind of wry intimacy, familiar household items elevated into something ceremonial. Contrast that with lamps forged from cold, heavy metal. A lamp wrought from welded gears, chains, and piston components evokes a different narrative altogether, one tied to industrial history, machinery, and the beauty of functional forms. The textures of rust, the matte or burnished finish of steel, and the weighty silhouette create a presence that anchors loft spaces and offices. When lit, the light plays against raw edges and hollows, emphasizing negative space and casting stark, architectural shadows. Such a lamp is a testament to transformation, to seeing elegance in the detritus of production, and to reimagining force and utility as objects of contemplation. Glass remains one of the most expressive materials for lamp makers. The liquid quality of blown glass permits infinite variation in translucence, color, and form. A single hand-blown globe, iridescent and rimmed with a hint of cobalt, diffuses light in a way that feels almost organic, like moonlight filtered through water. Clustered glass pendants of varying sizes and hues create depth and motion as the eye moves across them. The artisanal imperfection inherent in hand-blown objects, a slight off-center twist, a tiny bubble captured in the glass, becomes part of a lamp's charm. These imperfections translate into warmth and vitality, contrasting with the clinical uniformity of mass-produced lighting. Wood offers another domain of possibility. A lamp carved from a single block of driftwood retains the memory of its voyage, marks of erosion, bleached tones, and sinuous, weathered contours. When illuminated from within, the organic grain comes alive, revealing rings and lines like a topographic map. In contrast, lamps crafted from precision-cut wooden slats reveal human order and rhythm. Light passing through measured gaps becomes a study in repetition. Shadows fall in linear sequences that animate surrounding surfaces. Reclaimed timber, with its patches of old paint and nail holes, carries an embedded history, giving rooms an emotional anchor tied to lineage and spaces. Reimagining scale and placement is another path to uniqueness. A floor lamp towering like an arched sculpture can become a focal point without competing with other elements of decor. A cluster of small, mismatched table lamps, arranged at differing heights across a console, can create an intimate constellation that beckons people to linger. Lighting that defies expected placement, such as a lamp hung low over a reading chair like a glowing fruit, or a bedside fixture mounted at eye level in place of a conventional sconce, invites new patterns of interaction. Lamps that are modular or movable shift between roles, from task lighting to ambient glow, from solitary focus to communal warmth. Contemporary designers increasingly explore sustainable and unexpected materials. Lamps made from bioplastics derived from algae, or composite materials that integrate agricultural waste, reduce environmental impact while offering novel textures. Solar-powered fixtures with integrated batteries extend adaptability to outdoor and off-grid contexts. Upcycled lamps challenge consumer culture by transforming discarded objects into focal points of beauty. A motorcycle headlamp repurposed into a desk light carries with it traces of its life on the road, while a lamp assembled from old circuit boards celebrates the aesthetics of technology even as it critiques obsolescence. Conceptual lamps push boundaries further by embedding meaning into form. A lamp that measures ambient noise and changes intensity in response to conversation becomes a social barometer, encouraging quieter engagement or celebrating animated gatherings. Another might incorporate a slow, pendulum-like motion, its filament tracing hypnotic patterns that coax the viewer into a meditative state. Kinetic elements, moving shades, rotating orbs, or pendulums, introduce temporality into lighting, so the lamp's character evolves with time. Such pieces transform light from a static resource into an interactive experience. Functionality intersects with artistry in adjustable and hybrid designs. Lamps with multiple light temperatures allow users to dial between warm, candle-like amber and cool, daylight-balanced clarity, adapting to tasks or circadian needs. A lamp that combines ultraviolet, blue-leaning, and warm LEDs can simulate natural diurnal cycles, supporting well-being as well as aesthetics. The emotional resonance of unique lamps matters. A childhood lamp, perhaps shaped like an animal or crafted by a loved one, can become an heirloom, its contours imprinted on memory. A lamp gifted to mark a milestone carries sentiment that outlives trends. The patina that develops over years, a softened shade, a brushed metal edge, makes the lamp more beautiful, not less. Collecting lamps thus becomes a form of curating one's life story, each piece marking chapters and places. Ultimately, a unique lamp is a negotiation between light and life. It answers the practical call to illuminate while asserting an identity that elevates the everyday. The best lamps are those that feel inevitable in their setting, the piece that, once introduced, seems to have always belonged there. They negotiate scale and proportion, respond to activity and mood, and reconcile material honesty with poetic presence. Some make bold declarations, others whisper. Both kinds change how we live in rooms, how we gather around tables, how we read in beds, and how we remember the spaces we inhabit. Choosing a unique lamp demands attention to context. Consider how light will interact with surrounding colors and textures, how shadows will fall across walls, and how the lamp's scale compares to furniture. Think about the lamp's daily role, its maintenance, and the emotional tone it sets. When a lamp speaks to personal taste, ethical priorities, or an appreciation for craft, it becomes more than a purchase, it becomes a companion in the choreography of life at home or work. In a world where mass production often flattens individuality, unique lamps reclaim distinctiveness through material experimentation, storytelling, and thoughtful design. They ask us to slow down, to notice the interplay of shade and shine, and to appreciate the ways functional objects can deepen the beauty of ordinary moments. Whether ornate or understated, playful or severe, each singular lamp offers a small revolution, the possibility of turning light into an expression of who we are and how we want to feel in the spaces we inhabit. We hope you've enjoyed our today's content. If you do, please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and also smash that notification bell so that you will be the first one to be notified when we upload new videos. And finally, thank you for watching until the end. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, stay safe and stay blessed.